Shout out to the people in the chat coming up with their own movies. I think someone said Trauma. Is that a movie?
Oh, Trauma. That's the name of the film company for Toxic Avenger and all those.
Okay.
Gotcha.
That's right.
Shout out to Carlos.
So Cameron mentioned how he loves how no other studio made a movie after this movie either.
Oh well,
I guess
they're
we're
all
done,
in on
guys.
that shot. Yeah, we missed that shot.
All the carpenters, all the lighting, everybody's associated with the industry, they just shut down.
Yeah. They made it. They finally made it.
Yep.
So let's take a guess right now because I have you guys on. How many Fast and the Furiouses do you think we're going to get?
Are you going to include spin-offs as well, or just the ones that are called Fast and the Furious?
Good question.
That's a good question. I'm thinking main squeezes.
Okay. No Hobbs and Shaws.
Is it that? I don't think that worked.
Fast and Furious presents what's the cartoon? There's a cartoon.
There's a cartoon.
What's Vin Diesel's last name in that movie? Toretto?
Yeah.
The Torettos, I think it's called.
I don't think it works, man. I don't think it works, man.
I'm going to throw out 12 in the main.
They're at 11, right?
They're at 9.
They're at 9 now.
This is the 9th.
Yeah. I would say 12 or 13 probably. And I mean, people are going to see them, like I said, just because they know. Just because.
Does they have to have Vin Diesel in it? Is that the only criteria for it to be truly? I mean, if he's still there, or if they're just calling him Fast and Furious.
That is true, because what if he leaves in The Rock? Because The Rock is in some of them too. So if The Rock takes over.
Yeah. Jason Statham is there somehow.
I'm a big Jason Statham fan.
Yeah. Now I'll go see one.
You don't think Tyrese will take over? He's not doing anything else.
I don't know. Tyrese is the worst character.
I don't even watch those.
Worse than Ludacris. Ludacris is the intelligent dude in the show. In the movie. We don't.
You just really messed that up.
Be a big deal. Like Tyrese used to be a big deal.
When he was singing those Coca-Cola commercials, like when he was like newly discovered, and everybody's like, "Who's this guy?" And then he started yapping, and we're like, "Cancel this guy."
As soon as he started talking,
stop talking.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's do your movies. Just do the thing. Just do the thing.
But his movies aren't that great, and I'm not a big Pete Davidson fan, which I've never met him. So sorry, Pete. Not sorry. Hopefully I fuck with you whenever I meet you. Nonetheless, the funniest thing he said was that when he was shitting on Tyrese being the comedic, he's a comedic actor in Fast and the Furious, and he was like basically saying how many other comedians that could take that job and have done better than Tyrese, being that he was so like, how could you make Hobbs and Shaw and before you made this movie? And everyone's like, no one watches Fast and the Furious for you, Tyrese. Nobody. There's no Tyrese dolls in Fast and Furious. I can't even I don't even know what you do in the movies. Right? I don't know. You drive? Do you fix them? Do you just smile? I don't know what do you do in Fast and Furious. I know what Ludacris does. He's the smart guy. That's all I know.
Tyrese doll.
What does he do? But yeah, Pete Davidson had a point, man. Like how many comedians could have been eating off of that role, but they got an unlikable R&B singer.
I think he sees himself as an actor. I think he thinks that.
Like, who would you have, if you could think of like a comedian to put in that Tyrese role though? Like, who would you want to see? I guess
I would have took a young guy, and I might not even have took a comedian, but because sometimes comedians just go over the top. I would have, if I could think of a guy who would have taken that job, I would have cast it. No, I wouldn't have done Kevin Hart, Miranda.
That's too obvious.
Kevin
Hart pops up in Hobbs and Shaw.
I would have done Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
Now think of that, right? You would have watched it because Craig Ferguson's in it. Tyrese doesn't make you want to watch it. Craig Ferguson makes you want to watch it. What the fuck is Craig Ferguson going to do with Fast and Furious? I don't know. He's funny.
exact opposite of Tyrese.
He is, but he can play serious roles. He played in James Brown's biopic. He's a musician. He's witty. Why not, right? He's big, but I think that's diversity. Makes it funny. Versus Tyrese. I mean,
some kind of Scottish super villain or something like that, right? Yeah. We had Charlize Theron. We had Jason Statham.
I like Jason
Run
Statham.
through all those.
I could watch a movie of Jason Statham going, and every character in the movie is Jason Statham. I could watch a movie with him doing different, and he wouldn't have to change his voice for the different characters.
Wearing different outfits,
just wearing different outfits and different wigs. And I was like, damn, this is a good movie.
Did you see him in Spy with Melissa McCarthy?
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I saw it. I liked it.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Melissa is the beast, man.
But that's an interesting question because Tyrese is supposed to feel like comedic role in an action movie, and I was thinking, who these days would even be that? Like, I'm sorry,
Ben Stiller was a funny action guy in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, no. I was actually thinking of black actors because I was that's where I was struggling. I was thinking of before him, you had like Chris Tucker, who was in movies like that. You had Eddie Murphy. I'm trying to think who's.
I was going to say Craig Robinson because I think it'd just be funny to see him in an action movie.
He's just because he's not action at all.
No, but I think it'd just be funny just to see him, even if it wasn't like the main star, but just to be like a supporting character in an action movie. I think that'd be kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
By the way, I meant Craig Robinson, not Craig.
Is that who you meant? Oh, okay, yeah.
Craig Ferguson's like some sort of late night TV host.
British late night TV.
I know. I was like, oh, okay, John, that's cool. That's cool.
No.
Miranda said Danny Glover. Danny Glover.
I can see Donald Glover. I wouldn't put Danny Glover in.
I think she meant back in the day. Not now.
Like, she said Michael Che. Can you see Michael Che like really getting into it?
I don't see him as an actor.
Man, yeah. I mean, there would be so much doubt.
Disconnected.
Yeah. He'd cast so much doubt. Like you wouldn't even believe the movie's going on. He'd be probably breaking all the third walls with his comments and yeah.
What about Chris Red?
Chris Red?
He's on SNL also. Right?
Yeah, Chris Red.
He's comedic.
Yeah. You know what? He's unassuming enough because he blew. What is that? Never stop.
Never stop.
He was
hilarious.
Don't stop. Never
Don't stop. Oh man,
that was funny. I see Chris Red, and I would give him a shot. I think he would do phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can see that. Good one.
Yeah. Shauna says Arsenio. We can't forget about Arsenio.
What? It was so.
Remember, these people are running, jumping, firing machine guns.
Danny Glover,
Arsenio Hall, and
we cut back to that writing movie. We cut back to the writings room. They're pitching another movie, an action movie. All right, so I think for this one, I think I want to cast Danny Glover as the lead action guy in the new Blade. What y'all thinking?
I can see it going that way. I think
we see Danny Glover playing Blade.
We could pull in a whole new audience. We could pull in the 6 p.m. crowd. You know, the ones who go to the movie twilight time because they're home before 7. They've already had their dinner by 4:30. You know the population I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about here. The retirement.
Can you clarify for me? I have so many populations in my head right now. I don't know.
We're talking about the retirees. I mean, the baby boomers. They're a really big population. They've got disposable income. They've got time. They can commit to fandom now that they don't have anything going on. So, I mean, I think if we pull some of the older guys out, you know, people, their age mates.
So it's Blade.
Yes.
It's Danny Glover.
Yes.
But he's also relatable. He may be a vampire, But he's an old vampire.
He's an older vampire.
He's a day walker.
He's a day walker.
He's got a dad bod.
And he's got a dad.
He's got a dad body. He's still wearing the same outfit.
Same outfit.
Like the tight spandex thing, but it's clearly dad bod.
And he has his regular dad. He has his regular voice too. Danny Glover's voice.
I've done focus groups. I did a focus group a couple of weekends ago to find out how older moviegoers respond to men with gray hair.
We cut to that focus group. We cut to that focus group.
Okay. What do you think about this guy? All right, just look on the wall here. Look at him. All of the top is gray. Gray in the beard. Gray mustache. You
looks
see
smart.
This guy. He looked exactly. I'm going to write that down.
It's real smart. Wise.
Yeah. I like that. Any other thoughts about this guy?
Adam, you got to speak up your little.
Yeah, we can't hear you there. Sorry.
He looks pretty hot.
He's hot. I'm gonna write that down. Hot. Okay.
I was gonna say he looks like tough, like he'd be strong, like tough, but also probably kind of sensitive. Like you would trust him.
Tough, sensitive, and trustworthy. Could you see this guy in an action movie? I mean, some running, some jumping, but mostly giving wisdom to the youth.
I can see that. Mm-hmm.
You can. It's okay.
He's strong on the inside, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Strong on the inside. Do you think that's where? You think that's
not
where?
Physically fighting, but maybe just convincing his opponents to lay down their weapon and
a mental battle, if you will, but through polite convincing. Oh, good. Yeah. These are great notes. Great notes.
He's got a lifetime of experience of fights at this point, so he can lay that wisdom on all these young guys these young vampires who don't know any better.
Oh, and you see him as a vampire.
We cut back to the writers' room. So at the focus group, they essentially just want to see an old vampire talk to people, give them life lessons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was full of wisdom. He could use that. They thought he was trustworthy. They thought he was strong on the inside. I mean, if nothing else, vampires generally don't look like really strong brutes. They've got that sense. Exactly. They've got that sensitivity, and they will kill you. I mean,
you seen that Twilight kid? He looks like a sheet of paper.
Exactly.
Yep.
The whole family was like a sheet of paper. Go ahead.
He's like snuggly with a sword.
Snuggly.
Like,
right.
I got the perfect
snuggly.
title too. I'm thinking about what you guys think about The Last Blade Ever?
And scene. It better be. Better be.